set up. I hope the audio is clear. Let's see if anybody's jumping on this. Hey guys, buzz me up when you're on. Hello there. Hey there. Hey there, how are you guys? So I'm Daniele, and if you don't know me, I have this channel where I restore Japanese tools and kitchen knives. And I'm currently working on just starting a project for a friend of mine that wanted this Usuba fixed up for his wife. So yeah, I'm starting to straighten up a little bit the blade, as there is some curvature to it. It's a single bevel knife. Single bevel knife with a bit of a curve. I don't know. I'll try to show you. Let's see if maybe from this side you can see better. Let me put some. Can you all see the curve? See, there is a slight bend in the middle, and I'm trying to rectify that a little bit. So the idea with this knife is to regrind, obviously, the sharpening edge, de-rust it. We're gonna want to see how well preserved is the ura of the knife, so the convex part of it, and see how well we can recover it. The handle, he asked me to use this beautiful blackwood. So it's an Australian timber. Look at the figure in it. This is amazing. This is really fantastic. So this friend of mine, yeah, you can buzz him up. You see, I don't know. I think he's showing it the other way around. But anyway, carving and turning timbers. He deals with very, very highly figured timbers. And hey, Dustin, how are you? Guten Morgen. So yeah, let me see if I can show you a little bit better with a straight edge. Look, today will be about assessing the knife, not necessarily doing too much to it. What I want to do is a few steps at a time, because yeah, also tonight is a little bit late here. I will have to go back home. I want to show you from this angle the curvature of the knife. So you see in some point there is some light shining through. And what we want to do is adjust that so that there is close to no light, so that in a way that the knife is straight enough. And then once we have it straightened, we can do the proper sharpening to it. How do you guys like cooking? Do you find that to be fun, satisfying, annoying? Tell me a little bit about it. Yeah, the timber is called blackwood. So it's an Australian native timber. It has a very high figure to it, this particular bit. And fun fact is that this timber, if you look at the knife, let me see. Let's see if you can see it. You see, Japanese knives, they show at the back, at the single bevel, they show a little bit of the softer metal. Now, this softer metal results in a duller shape. And this particular bit of timber, look at that, has a grain that has almost the same shape. So the idea, hopefully I can achieve it to a point, is to create the handle using the grain of the timber to mimic that shape, so that, you know, they talk to each other in a sense. That's a little bit the idea. Yeah, look at the figure. And there's a few that he passed on to me. Let me show you. Well, this is another highly figured piece of wood. This is Myrtle Beach. So it's a really, really fancy looking one. This I will use in the future for more handles. And this is quite a rare one, sassafras, black heart sassafras, which is another fantastic timber to use for handle making, especially when you can integrate nicely these black veins through them. Yeah, it's a real stunner. Yeah, so these are a couple of timbers. Yeah, it's always a pleasure and so nice to look at timbers from different areas of the world, Dustin. I agree. I always had the tendency of collecting specimens of various kind. Have you ever heard of lignum vitae? I have some of that. If you know what it is, you know how rare that can be. It smells beautiful, that one. Yeah, same. I mean, in Italy, probably there's a few more indigenous varieties. Yeah, yeah. There's a few more somewhere in a secret place. I might show you in the future. I have. Yeah. Let me see what I have here. Now, here, often beechwood with fine, yeah, yeah. That's they call it spalting in here, and it's sort of this effect. Now this is slightly spalted on the sapwood. But yeah, when you have timbers like beechwood, here there is jacaranda that gets spalted, or birch as well. Like there's a few one that when they get spalted, they're truly fantastic. Look at this other bit. All these pieces are from this guy Greg. This is called Gigi. Is another Australian native timber, really hard, really dense, and sometimes it comes with this beautiful figure. It's somewhat similar to the video of the Kiridashi knife I made, so similar timber. Yeah, this one is a little hard to really appreciate the figure, but there's some incredible looks to it. I'm sure you will understand by looking at it. Look at the reflection of this, how it's almost looks like it's three-dimensional. It's beautiful. So yeah, this has a funny name. I think they call it here cockspur or something like that. It's it's quite yellow, quite a bright yellow, orangey in color. I'll show you. It's similar, somewhat similar in terms of color to Osage orange. If anybody is watching from the US, Osage orange is a timber that is probably a little brighter than that, and I used it for the Sotomaru Nomi video, that particular timber. But yeah, just have yeah, there's a few available here that are fantastic. You should check his Instagram page, carving and turning timbers should be the one. He has some truly amazing ones. Yeah, mahogany is really great. I have a sweet spot for it, and some mahogany has an incredible smell too. So yeah, it's a timber I particularly appreciate. It's always a little bit of in some ways a little bit of a humbler timber compared to others. Meaning compared to other exotic timbers, but it is a beautiful timber. What I love about mahogany is when you find those beautiful feather grains. It creates the most beautiful feathers. They used to use them a lot in joinery from the Napoleon style and classic style as well. Some incredible grains to it. Beautiful, really, really beautiful. We're slowly getting somewhere with this knife. Just beautiful. If the finish comes on, we build the boot only out of wood veneer and the big stuff. Yeah. Nice. And it's a, to be honest, I always find it like it's a privilege to work with timbers. It's not really something that many people have as an opportunity, and I truly find it a privilege. It's not something that either for a location problem or other issues related to availability means sometimes, because timber can be very difficult to acquire, especially rare timbers. Can be very expensive. But yeah, it is a true privilege. Also, it's a material that requires the utmost respect from us. And yeah, it's something just you know, I often pause on my thoughts, because you can use timbers in so many different ways, in order to appreciate every single aspect of timber, starting from their structure, to their perfume, their looks, their strengths, applying them in different ways. Yeah, it's such a versatile material, in some way more than some other materials. I don't know, guys. Tell me a little bit. Also, I see a few of you now connected. It'd be nice to hear your take on timber. What do you guys think? What do you like the most? So now I have a couple of pieces of copper that is milder than the knife itself. What I want to do is give it a few hits with the hammer in some specific spots, with the hope of getting those spots back to a point where I can then sharpen it. So some timber places are just sclerotic. Yeah. Prices are honestly are going they're going ballistic with prices. It's it makes it really hard if you want to pursue woodworking as a passion. Sometimes it really makes it hard to get to a point where you can have easy access to timber. Yeah, it's that's why I'm saying it's a privilege. It's not easy. And by the way, guys, I'm at the moment at a shop called Japanese Tools Australia, and they let me show you around just briefly. I've been collaborating on a few projects with them. They sell Japanese tools, so they have a selection where they go through several suppliers. Obviously, there's some that they partnered up a bit better, in a sense that they trust the brand and the quality of the product, but they do a fantastic service for us in the woodworking community. So they look at this boat, a traditional Japanese boat they build in a class. They do classes as well. Yeah, I was saying they go through the process of selection of the tools for us, so that we don't have to have difficulties in finding a tool that really works. So you can check them out. If you need some Japanese tools, they ship internationally, and they're fantastic guys. Honestly, they have an amazing team here. So yeah, I'll get a little bit back to what we're doing. Here is my little anvil with some copper and my blade. Now, as I was saying, I'm sort of getting somewhere. There is a little bit of an indentation here still at the back. So I'm trying to get this slightly out. I will polish the blade. I will have to do more than one live, to be honest, for this. So if you guys want to see more also in the future, if you're not subscribed, if you want to consider it, that helps me. There's some nice restoration videos on my channel. Dustin, I hope you managed to see some of those. Maybe you can share your view from Germany. I also, by the way, try my best to translate them, to do the translation in terms of subtitles for a few languages. I'm trying to cover 15 at the moment, and soon enough, possibly there will be a voiceover automatic translation available if you are not that confident with English yet. As you can hear, my English is not the greatest in a way, so I hope you guys can be patient with me. Oh, nice. What do you think of them? Interesting journey I'm having, Dustin? I feel like sometimes I get lost in the journey and I don't really get what's going on. Sorry, I just realized I covered up the knife. Yeah, that's nice. When I left to come the first time to Australia, as many of us Italian, unfortunately, we have a little bit of a problem in terms of languages, English in particular. We seem to be slightly allergic to some of them. It's a bit funny. But yeah, back then I didn't speak a word of English. Actually, my sister was my little sister helped me out to be a little bit more confident before I came 8 years ago this side of the world. So yeah, it's been a journey for me. I'm glad you're good, Dustin. Okay. So I think we're starting to be somewhere okay with the knife. Let me show you maybe. Sorry, I'm trying to work from the other side, so it's a little tricky. See the shape is somewhat slightly more consistent. The light that is coming through, there is a tiny little bit of it. It's a bit of a struggle to really keep it nice, so that you guys can see. But yeah, that's about the position. You see, the light is a little bit more consistent than it was before. So yeah, this is a bit of a better position to start the actual restoration. Yeah. Yeah, and that's the thing. We, for me, it wasn't very instinctive to look at things and videos and informations in English. I'm a 90s guy, so it's, you know, the first years at school they weren't necessarily the years of globalization. Now it's much different. We can access information much more easily than we used to back when I was at school. Now, what I want to do, the next step, I want to assess the hollow, whether we still have a good one that we can work with. In most areas, I think we do, but I think in some bits and pieces, we will have to. Actually, we have to do it straight away, because I can actually see it. Let me show you with the light, because this is something that an Usuba knife really wants to have. And so you see the light coming through there. Now that light should be consistent throughout the knife. As I advance, you will see somewhere here is touching. You see that there is touching towards the middle. Now the shape of it should be convex the whole way. You see, it's much worse here, and I need to bring this shape back so that there is sort of a scoop throughout the whole back of this knife, so that when we sharpen, only the perimeter of the blade will touch. This is important for Japanese knives, single bevels in particular. Do many of you have Japanese knives at home? It's a bit of a scary process, this one. Okay, it did something to it, that is for sure. And as one would expect, I have a little problem. All right. Now, this is not the first time this happened to me. I guess I will have to shorten the blade. This is not what I was hoping for. You see here, let me see if I can show you. Can you see the crack? I pushed a little bit too much on the knife with the hammer, and I created yeah, you maybe see it here a bit better. I create a hairline crack. So basically what I did, I stressed the hard steel too much. What I was trying to do is bend the perimeter in a way that on sharpening I can sort of recover it. It's a technique that is more from used in tool making rather than knives, so I'm not even sure whether I'm doing something completely wrong and forbidden, or something that is basically what I'm trying to do is adapt another Japanese technique to a knife. But yeah, it didn't work this time. I'll show you. This is interesting also, the way is detaching. See, this is the laminated steel, the hard part, that supposedly is it's forge welded, but you can see that let me see. Yeah, you can see from this angle, the rust walked through in between the two steels in this case. so there is a penetration of water that creates a rust and delaminated before I heat. And when they're not fully attached to each other, by moving, they don't counter stress each other. So I think, I'm speculating, this could be probably the reason, because it cracked and it gave way. So hopefully by receding with the blade line, we'll get to a more solid and a more solid cord that is not being affected by the rust. I hope that's gonna be the case, because I really want to make this knife really beautiful for my friend Greg, and he deserves it. He's a really cool dude. Now, I will have at some point to build a tool that is made to straighten knives in a more precise way. It's a little, sort of like a little clamp that you can hold the knife in a certain spot and bend it over exactly where you need it. Then I will have to learn how to use the tool, to be honest, because I've never used it, and I'm frankly new to all of these, and I'm discovering Japanese techniques as I go. So I'm yeah, honestly trying to do my best in this journey of discovery. Now what you see here is a natural Japanese stone, and what I want to do in this case is assess where the steel is sitting at the moment, so that I can work it the right way for me, to get it to a point where I can recover it. Some grinding will need to happen at some point. At the very moment, it would be great to see where the blade sits. Anybody watching with some questions? I'd like to answer questions if you have any. Even questions about myself. So you can see a bit how the stone is acting on the perimeter mostly. Now, what I would really love is to have the perimeter as thin as possible. I'm honestly not confident that I'll be able to achieve that because it's a bit of a specialist task, that one, but I'll do my best to